Hi there, it's your girl Lisa Nichols here. Just a few days ago, I invited you to join me as we take some time to reflect and prepare ourselves for a really amazing upcoming year. Not good, not great, but an amazing upcoming year. Over the course of this week, I'm sharing 4 powerful practices that you can do to prepare yourself for the best next year possible. So we started with number 1, celebrate your wins. I said like a 3-year-old, what gets celebrated gets repeated, and we're under-celebrated. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. I invited you to make a list of 10 things that you did in this past year that you're really proud of. 10 things that was the distinction between I just want it and I'm committed to it. No matter where it was in your life, health, wellness, relationship, finance, spirituality, physical wellness, wherever it was, 10 things. You've done many more things, but I invited you to list 10. Then we moved to number 2, practice active, and I asked you to underline and circle active, practice active self-care. And here is where you identified what rejuvenates you. And what plans will you make to set self-care as a priority during the busy season, during the down times and the up times? How will self-care be as prominent as your things to do list, be as prominent as serving the people around you, be as prominent as showing up to the meetings and the engagements that you have? How will self-care, setting yourself up for this to be a marathon, not a sprint, how will it remain a priority? And now, number 3, set quarterly goals. I know this is the time of year where coming up shortly, everyone's going to talk about their annual goal. What do I want to achieve this year? And while that's important, we call that a macro goal. Write that down. That's a macro goal. I want to invite you to set micro goals as well, because these goals you can attain a lot sooner. They let you know when you're on path and they let you know when you're off path. I like to set quarterly goals instead of annual goals. I like to make them a bit more bite-sized. Now, I start with a big, bodacious, scary, hairy goal, right? Then I immediately release that goal and chunk it down into 4 smaller goals that are bite-sized, digestible, and palatable. I can measure them every 90 days. You want to be able to measure, write this down, you want to be able to measure your actions, your goals, and your milestones every 90 days. When you do that, it allows you to see how close on path you are. Have you exceeded your own expectations? If you have a goal that this year, I want to make an additional $45,000 or I want to make an additional $100,000, and you get to the first quarter and you're $30,000 in, you know you're on path. However, if you have the goal over the year, I want to make an additional $100,000, and you get to the end of the first quarter and you're at $10,000 in additional revenue, you know you need to do something. You know you need to ramp up, or you know that this next season, this next time, I need to make sure that I'm doubling up on my revenue to hit that goal, versus getting to November and realizing that you're only at $35,000 towards your $100,000 additional revenue goal. Whatever your goal is, whether it's $100,000 or whether it's $10,000 or whether it's $1 million in addition, or whether it's new relationships or whether it's a social media. I want to grow my social media by 100%. If you have in your social media 4,000 people, you want to grow it by an additional 4,000 people, then you set that goal annual 4,000, but what's your quarterly goal so that you can see it in bite-sized, digestible, palatable pieces that you can monitor and tweak, adjust, dial back, or speed up. That way you hit your goals. So the power of quarterly goals is significant. 90 days is enough time to make a lot happen. Now, sit down with your journal and make a list of 3 things that you're committed to create in your life in the next 90 days. So don't do it for 360 days. Don't do it for 250 days. Do it for 90 days. And then focus on 90-day goals. These are not "it would be nice" goals or "I'd kind of like to" goals. No, 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 no. This whole series is a no matter what series. These are your non-negotiable, no matter what. These are the goals that you've toyed with, played with, looked at, dreamed about for the last year, 2 years, 5 years, and now you've slid every other option off the table, and now it's no matter what. When I came to my no matter what, that's when the mountain in front of me had to bow down. I wasn't concerned with the if, with the who, with the where, with the what. All I wanted to know was the how. How do I make that mountain bow down? The mountain of debt, the mountain of broken relationship, the mountain of 80 pounds of additional weight on my body. When I made the decision, no matter what, the mountain had to move. The exact same is for you. I totally believe that. The exact same is for you. As you move into this next year, and I mean to tell you, this next year can be anything that you design it to be. You hold the pen in your hand. Your pages are blank. You're at a non-negotiable time in your life. That's why you're still here with me. You're at a point where you want to move every other option off the table. And now you're at no matter what, which is why I'm glad we're here together, because I know just a little bit of something about no matter what. And when you and I lock and load together, man, you know when you have one energy force locked with another energy force and all of a sudden you got a new kind of energy force, that's what I believe happens here. And I am so excited. I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm so excited to be in this journey with you. I'm so excited to be able to call you my sister, my brother. I'm so excited to be able to call you my tribe, my community. I'm your sister. I am your sister in prosperity and in possibility. I'll see you real soon again. And when you come back, we'll talk about practice number 4 to prepare you for your next best year ever.